Thompson, and I'm here to welcome you to the 30th Annual Lotus World Music and Arts Festival at the Buskirk Chumley Theater. I think Lotus is one of the most special things we do as a community together. Where else can you find people from all over our community and from all across the world dancing in the streets together? This is an exceptional weekend for us in Bloomington, and if you're here visiting, welcome. Before we begin this evening, I want to gratefully acknowledge the Native peoples on whose ancestral homelands we gather, as well as the diverse and vibrant Native communities who make their home here today. I also want to thank the fabulous fans, volunteers, sponsors, grantors, and donors who have made this 30th annual Lotus Festival possible. The Lotus organization is deeply grateful to the community for its ongoing support and for your presence here this evening. A great big thank you to our presenting sponsor this evening, Indiana University, Bloomington. I also want to thank the Buskirk Chumley Theater staff for hosting tonight's concerts in this beautiful historic theater. We appreciate all of the work of our venue partners for making Lotus Festival an incredible, successful event. I also want you to know that ticket sales only cover about 40% of the total costs to put on the Lotus Festival. Without the support of our local community, businesses, and other individuals, yes, you can give to Lotus on top of your ticket cost tonight, the Lotus Festival simply wouldn't be possible. I want to thank our generous, I swear the bands are going to be better than I am. Just bear with me. Our generous grantors, the National Endowment for the Arts, the Community Foundation of Bloomington and Monroe County, the Indiana Arts Commission, and to this venue's sponsor, Jim and Ann Stowers, Linda Handelsman. And we also have support from Bloom Magazine, Hive Restaurant, One World Catering, and many more. We'd like to also thank the IU Hutton Honors College and the Friends of Old Time and Celtic Music this year in memory of Jamie Gans for sponsoring Windborne's performance tonight. I want to point out before we start that there are exits here and there in case of emergency, and as you are on social media this evening, please remember to text us Lotus Indiana on Instagram, Lotus Education and Arts Foundation on Facebook. Now what you're really waiting for is to hear about our artist this evening. Known for the innovation of their arrangements, Windborne's bold harmonies are unpredictable and showcase the profound power and variations of human voices. Lauren Brunig, Jeremy Carter-Gordon, Lynn Rowan, and Will Rowan share a vibrant energy on stage, shifting effortlessly between drastically different styles of music that spans continents and centuries. Their latest project, Of Hard Times in Harmony, explores themes of social consciousness in 4 languages. Windborne is committed to bringing vocal traditions to younger audiences and has found viral success on TikTok for such unlikely genres as Corsican polyphony and early 20th century labor anthems. You are in for a treat this evening. Please join me in welcoming Windborne to the stage.
Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you one of them.
What shall be the one of them?
One is one and one alone. Come to me, dilly, come a dilly alone, and never shall remain so. Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you 2 of them.
What shall be the two of them?
Two are the Christmas babes in green. One is one and one alone. Come to me, dilly, come a dilly, alone, and never shall remain so. Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you three of them.
What shall be the three of them?
Three are the three that's in Bethlehem.
Two are the Christmas babes in green.
One is one and one alone. Come to me, dilly, come a dilly, alone, and never shall remain so. Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you four of them.
What shall be the four of them?
Four are the carolers at the door.
Three are the three that's in Bethlehem. Two are the Christmas babes in green. One is one and one alone.
Come to me, dilly, come a dilly, alone, and never shall remain so. Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you five of them.
What shall be the five of them?
Five are the oxen standing by.
Four are the carolers at the door. Three are the three that's in Bethlehem. Two are the Christmas babes in green. One is one and one alone. Come to me, dilly, come a dilly,
alone, and never shall remain so. Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you six of them.
What shall be the six of them?
Six of the six that never did mix.
Five are the oxen standing by. Four are the carolers at the door. Three are the three that's in Bethlehem. Two are the Christmas babes in green. One is one and one alone.
Come to me, dilly, come a dilly, alone, and never shall remain so. Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you seven of them.
What shall be the seven of them?
Seven of the shiners up in the sky.
Six are the six that never did mix. Five are the oxen standing by. Four are the carolers at the door. Three are the three that's in Bethlehem. Two are the Christmas babes in green. One is one and one alone.
Come to me, dilly, come a dilly, alone, and never shall remain so. Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you eight of them.
What shall be the eight of them?
Eight of them are the filly shine white. Seven are the shiners up in the sky.
Six are the six that never did mix. Five are the oxen standing by. Four are the carolers at the door. Three are the three that's in Bethlehem. Two are the Christmas babes in green. One is one and one alone.
Come to me, dilly, come a dilly, alone, and never shall remain so. Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you nine of them.
What shall be the nine of them?
Nine of them's at Mary Ann. Eight of them are the filly shine white. Seven are the shiners up in the sky. Six are the six that never did mix. Five are the oxen standing by. Four are the carolers at the door. Three are the three that's in Bethlehem. Two are the Christmas babes in green. One is one and one alone. Come to me, dilly, come a dilly, alone, and never shall remain so.
Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you 10 of them.
What shall be the 10 of them?
10 are the 10 commandments.
Nine of them's at Mary Ann.
8 of them are the filly shine white.
Seven of the shiners up in the sky.
6 are the 6 that never did mix.
Five are the oxen standing by. Four are the carolers at the door.
Three are the three that's in Bethlehem.
Two are the Christmas babes in green. One is one and one alone. Come to me, dilly, come a dilly, alone, and never shall remain so. Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you 11 of them.
What shall be the 11 of them?
11 all gone to heaven. 10 are the 10 commandments. 9 of them's at Mary Ann. 8 of them are the filly shine white. 7 are the shiners up in the sky. 6 are the 6 that never did mix. 5 are the oxen standing by. 4 are the carolers at the door. 3 are the 3 that's in Bethlehem. 2 are the Christmas babes in green. 1 is one and one alone. Come to me, dilly, come a dilly, shall remain so. Come and I will sing you.
What shall I sing you?
I will sing you 12 of them.
What shall be the 12 of them?
12 of the followers all in a row. 11, 11 all gone to heaven. 10 of the 10 commandments. 9 of them's at Marianne. 8 of them are the filly shine white. 7 of the shiners up in the sky. 6 of the 6 that never did mix. 5 of the oxen standing by. 4 of the carolers at the door. 3 of the 3 that's in Bethlehem. 2 the Christmas babes in green. 1 is one and one alone. Come to me, dilly, come and dolly, come and dilly alone, and ever shall remain so.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're so glad to be here. We are Windborne. This is Jeremy, Lynn, Will, and I'm Lauren. We're delighted to be here for our first time at Lotus Fest, bringing you songs of social struggle from the past, sung for the present day, as well as music from a variety of countries and cultures with harmony singing traditions. Although that first piece doesn't really fall into either of those categories. It's something that's on the list for our upcoming holiday show, and it might be a little early to be singing songs about Christmas, but it was probably not the Christmas counting song you were expecting. We'll follow it up with a piece off of our album of Hard Times and Harmony that was mentioned in the intro that has this like themes of social consciousness. It's a piece by Ewan MacColl called The Terror Time. And that's a phrase that he heard in an interview with a Scottish traveler woman, the terror time referring to the winter and the changing of weather as well as the changing of the attitudes of people around Scottish travelers in communities where they had found work and community in the warm parts of the year suddenly turning them away. And it's a song that we sing in the current day, not just thinking about that history, but also the present. The Scottish travelers in Roma still face persecution in much of the British Isles. And we also sing it thinking about all of the people in our own communities who go without stable housing, particularly in the colder times of year. So this is The Terror Time.
The heather will fade and the bracken will die. Streams will run cold and clear, and the small birds will be going. And it's then that you will be knowing that the terror time is near. Where will you turn now, and where will you bide, now that the work's all done? For the farmer doesn't need you, and the council will not heed you, and the terror time has come. The woods give no shelter, and the trees are all bare. Snow's falling all around, and the children, they are crying for the bed on which they are lying. slushing, trying to do your bit of washing, and the kindling won't burn. When you need the warmth of your own humankind, you pull near a town, but then they say the sight of you's offending, and the police they are sending, and you're on the road again. The heather will fade and the bracken will die. Streams will run cold and clear, and the small birds will be going. And it's then that you will be knowing that the terror time is near.
Thank you so much. We'd like to sing a piece of Corsican music for you now. Corsica, the island of Corsica in the Mediterranean, has a really interesting old singing tradition, a tradition that's sung by small groups of singers, and it's a completely oral tradition. It's not notated at all, and there's a lot of leeway within the tradition for the individual singers to sort of add ornamentation to the melody and make the song their own. And the different singers in a Corsican ensemble have sort of rules of engagement about how they interact with one another and who can move to the next note before the next one. It's a tradition that we fell in love with many years ago when we traveled to Corsica to study with singers there. And this piece is it's a pazziella, which means a couplet song. And the text of it, it's called Bernardino, and Bernardino is a man's name. And it says, "Since Bernardino left me, I am alone, disconsolate. Oh, Bernardino, how can a bell ring without a clapper in it?"
They're saucier than they sound. We should also mention that if you're tagging Lotus Fest, please also do, if you're taking photos or videos, tag Windborne singers on all platforms, and we'd love to see your view of the concert as well. Folks often ask about what we're doing. We're not blocking our ears with our hands. We're actually channeling the sound from our mouths through the palm of our hand and into our own ear, which is a technique that almost all the Corsican groups that we studied with use as a way of keeping track of your own voice in the midst of all of that chaos. And we call it our medieval stage monitors. We're now going to be doing a song from the south of France, a little bit north from Corsica, but not in French. We're going to be singing in a language called Occitan, which if you went back a few hundred years ago, was a language that most people in the south of France would be speaking, as well as parts of northern Spain and northern Italy. There's still people doing new work with that tradition, even though it's only spoken by a few % of the population these days. And this is one such piece written by Laurent Cavalier to protest the proposed construction of a prison in his hometown of Toulouse. And it says, "There are 9 pieces of charcoal for writing, 9 thoughts for mulling over, written on the walls of 9 prison cells. He who is sound of body will go crazy in prison." And we started with a counting song from the United States that counts up. This is from Occitan, so it counts down. They all count down from 9 in Occitan tradition. And with each successive verse, there's fewer of those things that we talked about as the chaos comes into the arrangement and the song descends into madness. It's called Now Carbus.
Now carbus per scrire. Now pensaros per ministre. Sulla parete now prisu. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. 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 Red carbus per scrire, red pensaros per ministre, sur apparente me prisu. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. Sed carbus per scrire, sed pensaros per ministre, sur apparente se prisu. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. Ses carbus per scrire, ses pensaros per ministre, sur apparente se prisu. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. Sim carbus per scrire, sim pensaros per ministre, sur apparente sim prisu. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. Tres carbus per scrire, tres pensaros per ministre, sur apparente tres prisu. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. Dus carbus per scrire, dos pensaros per ministre, sur apparente dos prisu. Luces bue benanan, ben kabutu bemichan. 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 chan, Lucas bue benana, ben kabutu bemi chan, Lucas bue benana, ben kabutu bemi chan, in carbu per scrire, in o pensare per ministre, sulla pane di un dobrisu, Lucas bue benana, ben kabutu bemi chan, Lucas bue benana, ben kabutu bemi chan, Lucas bue benana, ben kabutu bemi chan, Lucas bue benana, ben kabutu bemi chan. Thank you. We're next going to move over to Basque Country, which is a region that straddles in between France and Spain, and it's not politically independent, but it's quite culturally distinct with its own food and music and dance and song and language. Well, both Corsican and Occitan are Romance languages, so you might recognize some words here and there if you're Spanish or Italian or French speaker. Basque is a language isolate. It's not related to any other language in the world. It's just there by itself. And this is a piece that I learned a number of years ago when I was in Basque Country studying sword dancing. And after the sword dance practices, we would go out to the pub and have some food and drink and, of course, do some singing. And this is a love song that comes from the French side of Basque Country in the north. And it's a love song. And it says, I go to the inn and I come from the inn, and my love is always on my mind. I bring them pink carnations because when I am with them, my whole body feels like it is melting, like butter by a flame. It's called Bentatik Nator.
Thank you. So one of the questions that we frequently get asked is, how do we write our arrangements? And there's a lot that I could say about that. In a nutshell, we all do it together. But in order to really give you an insight into all the complexities and different choices we're making within a song, we've taken a song that we used to sing quite a lot called Bayside Lament, and we have rewritten the words to describe exactly what we are doing as we sing it. So we're calling it Bayside Lament Deconstructed.
Oh, when we sing a lilting ballad, we start with Will's beauteous solo voice, all for to hear the main theme plainly. Besides, we had to make some kind of choice. Then Lynn joins in all on a drone part. Well, not quite, she'll sing notes 2 or 3 as we establish the second section of this original Windborne melody. And then we raise our 4 full voices in harmonies both clear and strong. It's the most straightforward arrangement that you will hear in this whole song. The second section has some crunches because we like to add in funky chords. The drama builds as we sing louder and then pull back on these last words. The next verse, Lauren sings a high drone to change the texture of our tune. The shift is subtle but effective and warns that more is coming soon. Then Jeremy drops out of the arrangement and Will sings melody while the women bend.
Now I'm back.
Then we continue all 4 together. Our mission here is almost fulfilled. Oh, Will leads bravely into the last verse. But Jeremy makes up my harmony. He does this on all of our arrangements. Despite him, we sing most earnestly. A quiet entrance leads to the finish of this long ballad. Then you can go fast build to the high point of the B part. You might think this is the end, but no, the final 2 lines are worth repeating. The song concludes now hushed and slow. This next song is another one off of our most recent album. It's originally the song was based on a poem by the Scottish poet Robert Burns, and it's called "Parcel of Rogues in a Nation," and it's about the way that Scotland became part of England, which was a very underhanded process, very financially motivated, and kind of a swindle. We love the song, and we've loved many incredible versions of it. But we kind of wanted to sing about something with the song that was a little closer to home. The subject matter felt very separated from us in time and space. And in thinking about that concept, thinking about home, we were thinking about the fact that the place where we make our home, Massachusetts, is the original territory of the Wampanoag people and the Massachusetts people and the Nipmuc people and the Pocumtuck people. So we decided to rewrite the song, talking about some of the many ways that settler colonialism has impacted the native peoples on this continent. And we think it's important when singing about this to remember and acknowledge that this is not just history. This is something that affects real people alive today. And thinking about it, it poses a question for us as people who benefit from the society that was built specifically to disenfranchise native peoples. What are we going to do about it going forward into the future? So this is our version of Parcel of Rogues.
From California to Massachusetts Bay, from sea across to shining sea, in redwood forest and waves of grain lies the beauteous land of our country. Yet before we came, these lands were bound to peoples in relation to a land now seized as stolen ground. Such a parcel of rogues in a nation. When English pilgrims settled here, they met with native peoples. They bargained to build their homesteads near and professed they would be peaceful. Then to start a war for land they claimed, a convenient accusation that poor John Sassamon was slain. Such a parcel of rogues in a nation. Oh, betide the Cherokee, the Seminole, and the Choctaw. They've cast out now the Muskogee. They've banished as well the Chickasaw. Through spurious claims their land was seized. They were driven in forced migration, a trail of thousands to starve or freeze. Such a parcel of rogues in a nation. These trials endured and hardships borne, tribes started to recover. So laws were written and children torn from the arms of their own mothers, to fracture language, kin, and clan in schools of assimilation. We will kill the Indian and save the man, said the parcel of rogues in our nation. Farewell then to their sacred ground, farewell their ancient glory. For highways we've dug up their burial mound, but buried
Thank you so much. We're going to do just one more, and then we've got another set tonight at 9 over in the First Christian Church. We also have some merch over in the merch tent. This is our last day at the festival, so our merch will not be available after midnight tonight. So get it while you can. Don't be confused. Some of our CDs look like books. We really like to write liner notes, and then before you know it, there's a book. But there's a CD inside the book. So our last song, like our first one, is actually a Christmas song, but one that's probably not familiar to any of you. This is a song that was written in the 1600s by monks in southern France in the Occitan language, and it's part of this manuscript of sort of carols of the Nativity. So done in sort of written for peasants, and the interesting thing about this particular carol is that it's from the point of view of a character who doesn't get a lot of airplay in Christmas carols, and that's Satan. So the song is called "Satan Was Very Surprised," and it's talking about, it says that Satan was so very surprised by the birth of this little king that he tripped and he fell flat on his nose. And he started quaking all over in fear, and then he started railing and shouting at the heavens, and he just generally had a temper tantrum. And the song goes on to suggest that we should all tootle on the clarinet and play the cymbals to celebrate Satan's downfall. And actually there's a second one in the manuscript that's on this same subject that we're also going to sing. It sort of picks up where the first one left off, and it's talking about Satan's mental and emotional state at this point. It says, "Poor Satan, he's drained, he's cooked like a chicken." You know, he's in such a terrible position that you're not going to really hear anything about him anymore. He's just going to be somebody who appears in paintings. And it also says that he looks like a sad fish. So this is Satan es benestuna and lupaure Satan es ble.
Satan es benestuna da bevis laribano.
Satan es benestuna da bevis laribano.
Satan es benestuna da bevis laribano. Satan es benestuna da bevis laribano. Na che piccio e che snadino viaggia cucciado. Adunare na soppesa in muga de pau. A che fai fanestan light and triste miserable. A che fai fanestan light and triste miserable. Che scassari sun palai mai no endene stable. Adunare na soppesa in muga de pau. Crido come un ragia contra che lo fa mio. Crido come un ragia contra che lo fa mio. Penso che se verengia sul pesino fio. Adunare na solenza in mura de pau. A che un negre cialatan tu bello pumie paere. A che un negre cialatan tu bello pumie paere. Mai lugar nell'infana cassa non sapraire. Adunare na solenza in mura de pau. Satan es benestuna da bevis laribado. Satan es benestuna da bevis laribado. Snacchio piccio e che snaduno viaggia cucciado. Adunare na solenza in mura de pau. Giugas dundo chaplacho en faz la calamelo. Giugas dundo chaplacho en faz la calamelo. Lu diableste vengu for perdu la severo. Adunare la solenza in mura de pau. Giugas dundo chaplacho en faz la calamelo. 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 Giugas dundo chaplacho en
Jungas, jungo, chapla, chau, lupare, satanas, bles, evacue, cum in pule, mura de la macaduro, turuluruluro, mura de la macaduro, lantan turulurulu, la punette le miun,
Lianduna de bastun,
l'ancoiu di la fritura, turuluruluro, semblo paro, pescaduro, lantan turuluruluro. Lupare satanes ples, evacue cum in pule, mura de la macaduro, turulurulu, mura de la macaduro, lantan turulurulu, satanas penes tu nada vevis laribado, satanas penes tu nada vevis laribado.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. We'll see you at 9 o'clock over at the church.